Hey heathens, it's Gun Deity, and this week we're going to do something a little different. Everyone knows that I am a huge fan of the Springfield Echelon. It's probably one of my favorite guns in my collection. Well, the Springfield Echelon runs some really nice sights straight out of the box that are co-witnessable with my Ameriglow red dot sight, which isn't working at the moment. But nonetheless, this sight system is actually really good. But Excess Sights reached out to me and see if I wanted to check out their R3D 2.0 sights for the Springfield Echelon. This is a pretty nice looking sight system, green dot, kind of a blacked out rear with some tritium in the rear end. But we're going to throw them on the Echelon and see what they look like and see if they're co-witnessable or if they compare to that U-notch with that bright front sight post. I really do like these sights, so it's going to be very interesting to see if Excess is better. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so I have these Excess sights mounted on the Echelon. A couple things to point out. They are very difficult to get the original sights off the Echelon. My sight pusher damn near broke getting the rear sight off. And on the front sight, because of the channel for the guide rod, I couldn't get my actual sight pusher to reach it. So what I ended up having to do is just get a punch and a hammer and beat the snot out of it to get it out of there. So it is negative trying to get your sights off your Echelon. Putting these sights on was a breeze. They actually went on pretty easily. I just used a little punch on the front end just to tap it into place. Rear end, my sight pusher worked just fine. Negative side is I did not specify to the guy who sent me these that I wanted suppressor height or co-witness height sights. He just sent me standard height sights. So once I mount an optic, these sights are going to be non-existent or not useful for me. So that is a negative. I might have to get some suppressor height sights down the road if I like these sights. But just something to point out. Definitely check what you're getting before you order it, okay? Let's go ahead and put some rounds on target and see how well these sights picture on that steel target. Granted, I don't know if I got these very accurate. There are some indents on your Echelon. You probably can't see it on camera, but there are two little indents to kind of zero your front sight, which is kind of nice. That Echelon or that Springfield did that, or HS product did that to make it to where if you are changing out your sights, you kind of have a idea of where zero is. It's just interesting. Let's go ahead and put these shots on target and see how close to zero it is. Okay, very nice sight picture. You got almost a blacked out rear with that bright fluorescent front sight. Very nice sight picture, and these are glow in the dark, both rears and fronts, which is a plus compared to the original sights from the Echelon because it's just a U-notch in the rear on the Echelon. So very nice for night shooting or low light shooting, but sight picture is not bad, and I kind of do like it. I do like the U-notch of the Echelon just a little bit more, but I do know Excess does have that U-notch option for you too. It's just not the SKU that I got. Just something to point out. Very nice sight system, and I really do like these sights. They're not bad. I'll let you know in the future if I have any issues with them, but for now, working just fine. All right, guys, so what's my thought process on these Excess sights? What do I think of them? I think they're pretty nice little sights. The sight picture is actually pretty nice on there. That front sight post with that bright fluorescent ring and the glow-in-the-dark rear, along with the rear sights being glow-in-the-dark. And this is what those sights look like in the dark. They glow really, really well. I mean, this is what it would look like if I had my light on. Without my light on, these are bright sights at night. Phenomenal for night shooting or low light shooting. Personally, I wish I would have said something about doing some suppressor height or co-witness height sights, because, let me see if I can do this with one hand. The issue with this guy is once I have my optic on there, the sight's no longer co-witness, which is upsetting because with the original Echelon sights, they co-witness just fine. Not a big deal, but I do like co-witnessing sights because, you know, it's easier, one, to zero the optic, and two, if the optic goes dead, which this guy has gone dead on me very recently. One of the main reasons why I was okay taking it off for now, because I need to change the battery anyways. But it is also nice to have it in case the battery goes dead on those guys, so you can actually see your sights through the glass and still use it. Other than that, the sight picture is really good. The sights were actually really easy to put in. The sights for the Echelon were very difficult to remove. I actually beat up the front of the slide pretty well because of this little notch there for the guide rod. It wouldn't set in my sight pusher tool, so I actually had to get a punch and a hammer and just beat the snot out of the old sight to get it out of there. It's partly because, I don't know if you could see it on camera or not. Let's see if I can get it in focus. You probably could see it on the rear sight better. See those little notches there? That's what the old sight kind of rides in to keep them from drifting. The plus side about having those notches is it gives you a guide to kind of zero your new sights in on there. You just kind of center it between those two notches. Really hard to see, but you kind of center it in those two notches and you got it pretty zeroed. As you saw in the footage of me shooting, pretty much zeroed straight from me just attaching it. Very interesting, huh? All right, so that's my quick overview of the XS R3D 2.0 Echelon sights. They are really nice sights. I should have asked for co-witnessable, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. They are very easy to install. Definitely something you should check out if you don't have night sights on your pistol yet, or if you just want to trade up that U-notch rear that the Echelon runs. Check out the R3D X sights from XS. Definitely look for co-witnessable if you can, or suppressor height, but definitely a nice setup and something that I really like. I will put a link in the description if you guys want to check these out for yourselves. And as always, I'm Gundidi, and I'll see you heathens for the next one.
I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god.